Good morning, students. Today we are going to study about refining of crude metal in this metallurgy process. So we are studying about the lesson metallurgy. So metallurgy, in this lesson we studied the concentration of ores and the extraction of crude metal. So already we completed the 2 steps. Now we are going to study about the 3rd step. So in this process, the 3rd step is the refining of crude metal. So up to roasting and the smelting process, up to extraction of crude metal, by using this roasting and the smelting, we prepare the crude metal. What is crude metal? Metal from the combined form. That means sulfide, oxide, phosphate, silicate, that is a combined form. From this combined form, now we separate the metal separately. The metal is not in the pure form. So purification means we can use we can done up to 99%. That is the refining process. So for the crude metal, now we are doing the refining process to get the pure metal. So for this, so many methods are adopted. So today we are going to see what are the refining process are adopted to purify the metal from the crude form. The first one is the distillation process. So mostly this distillation process is used for low boiling point volatile metals. So in this low boiling point metals are for the purification, for the refining process, it adopted this distillation process. What is distillation? Just the crude metal is heated and it can melt and it evaporate, then we can conduct the vapor and now we get the purified form. So that is called as a distillation method. So we have to heat the crude metal and it melts, then it converted into the vapor form. Then taken the vapor form, we have to condense the vapor form, then again it converted into the liquid, then solidification is done, we can get the pure metal. So low boiling metals are adopted for this distillation process. The next one, liquefaction. So here when the low boiling metals and the high boiling metals are mixed, means to separate this we can adopt this liquefaction process. Here the sloping hearth, சரிவாக ஒரு பகுதி யூஸ் பண்ணிக்குவோம். இதில் வந்து என்ன செய்வோம் அப்படின்னா மேலே அந்த இம்பியூர் மெட்டல் க்ரூட் மெட்டலை மேலே வச்சுட்டு அதை நம்ம ஹீட் பண்ணும்போது என்ன ஆகும் அப்படின்னா மெல்ட் ஆகி மால்டன் ஃபார்மில் தான் நம்ம எடுத்துக்கணும். அது மெல்ட் ஆகி அந்த ஸ்லோப்பில் எப்படி வரும்போது ரன்னிங் வாட்டரை யூஸ் பண்ணி வாஷ் பண்ணிட்டோம் அப்படின்னா அந்த இம்பியூரிட்டிஸ்லாம் ரிமூவ் ஆயிரும். ஸோ திஸ் இஸ் அ liquefaction process. For example, for the extraction of lead, for the purifying process, first preliminary step we can do this liquefaction process. Then only we can come to the electrolytic refining. So this is also the one of the that is the first step or beginning step for the refining of the crude metal. The important one is the electrolytic refining. So final step, and most probably the 99% of the metals are purified by up to the 99% purest form, the metals are purified by this electrolytic refining. So first of all, what is electrolysis? So already in the +1 itself we studied what are electrolysis. So here electrolysis means we know we need the electrodes and the electrolytic solution. So what is electrode and what is electrolytic solution? Electrodes are the metal strips or metal bars which is used to conduct the current. So there are 2 electrodes are there in this electrolysis process. The first one is the cathode and the second one is the anode. So what is cathode, what is anode? So here in this electrolysis process, the pure form of the metal is always taken as the cathode and the impure form of the metal is taken as the anode. So the 2 rods are used, that is cathode and the anode. For the purification process, the thin sheet or thin layer of pure metal is taken as the cathode and the impure metal is taken as the anode, and the electrolytic solution is also there. So the salt of the metal, any one of the metal we can use. For example, copper, we have to do the electrolytic process, means pure copper is taken as the cathode, impure copper is taken as the anode. Salt of the metal, copper sulfate with any one of the dilute acid, that means the corresponding dilute acid. Here the sulfuric acid, dilute sulfuric acid, the copper sulfate is mixed with dilute sulfuric acid, that is taken as an electrolytic solution. So the setup already we know that, I think so. So here the beaker is there, here the cathode, here the anode, so for the conduction of current, here the electrolytic solution is taken. So here for the cathode means we can take the pure copper is taken as the cathode, impure copper is taken as the anode, and here the copper sulfate with dilute sulfuric acid is taken as the electrolytic solution. So this is a setup for the electrolysis process. So in this electrolytic solution, the two rods, the two electrodes are immersed. By giving the current, while supplying the current, what happens? The pure copper, the pure metal is deposited at the cathode, and the impurities are settled down in the anode as anode mud. So this is the electrolytic refining process. So here the example is given as electrolytic refining of silver, Ag. So in this anode, what happens? The silver is a removal of electron is taken place. What is the removal of electron? Loss of electron is called as the oxidation, and the gaining of electron is called as a reduction method. So here the silver, the loss of electron is taken from the silver. So silver is get oxidized as Ag plus and one removal of one electron. In the anode, the silver ion get one more electron, it forms as a silver metal. Silver, it is in the pure form. It is in the pure form, it is deposited in the cathode. So here the electrolytic solution used is a silver nitrate with dilute nitric acid. Silver nitrate with dilute nitric acid is act as the electrolytic solution for this electrolytic refining. So in the previous step we studied the extraction of copper, isn't it? From the copper pyrites we can get the blistered copper. So now the copper we can get from the copper pyrites. The copper formed is in the blistered copper. Already I told you it is the 2% of impurity is called as a blistered copper. So here the impurities are present in the copper. So for that we can follow the next step for the process of purification of copper. We can do the electrolysis of copper. So this is the electrolysis of copper. Cathode and the anode is taken, pure copper and the impure copper respectively as cathode and the anode, and the copper sulfate with dilute sulfuric acid is taken as an electrolytic solution. By supplying the current, the pure copper is deposited at the cathode and the impurities are settled down in the anode as anode mud. Similarly, in the extraction of silver, silver nitrate with dilute nitric acid is taken as the electrolytic solution. So this method is the electrolytic refining. It is a main thing for the purification of metal. The next one is the zone refining method. This method is adopted for the high form of pure form of, that is 99% of pure form of semiconducting materials. Mostly the semiconducting materials are refined by using this zone refining method. So let's give some example for semiconducting material. Germanium. So like this the metals are purified by this zone refining method. So here the first method, the basic principle behind this zone refining is the fractional crystallization method. So பகுதியா என்ன செஞ்சுட்டு போறது, கிறிஸ்டலைஸ் பண்ணிட்டு போறது. இதுக்கு என்ன எடுத்துக்கலாம் அப்படின்னா zone, ஒவ்வொரு zone என்ன செஞ்சுட்டு போறோம் அப்படின்னா கிறிஸ்டலைஸ் பண்ணிட்டே போறோம். So the impure metal is taken as a rod or as a strip. ஒரு ஸ்ட்ரிப் மாதிரி என்ன செஞ்சுக்கணும் அப்படின்னா அந்த இம்பியூர் மெட்டலை எடுத்துக்கணும். ஸ்ட்ரிப் மாதிரினா லைக் திஸ் மெட்டல் பார். த இம்பியூர் மெட்டல் பார் இஸ் டேக்கன். இதில் என்ன இருக்கும் அப்படின்னா லாங்கிடியூடினலி மூவ் பண்ணுற மாதிரி 2 ஜோன் இருக்கும். இந்த மெட்டல் பார்க்குள்ளே நம்ம இப்படியே மூவ் பண்ணுற மாதிரி இருக்கும். அப்போ என்னாகும் அப்படின்னா இது வந்து ஹீட் ஜோன். அப்போ இது இப்படி இது வந்து இம்பியூர் ஃபார்மில் இருக்குது. நான் அந்த ஜோன் இதில் வைக்கும் போது அப்படின்னா என்னாகும், இந்த இடம் மெல்ட் ஆகும். ஸோ மெல்ட் ஆகும்போது என்னாகும் அப்படின்னா இம்பியூரிட்டிஸ்லாம் என்னாகும் அப்படி மூவ் ஆயிரும். இப்படி இந்த இம்பியூர் மெட்டல் பாரில் இந்த ஹீட்டிங் ஜோனை நம்ம என்ன செஞ்சுட்டே இருக்கணும், பகுதியாக மூவ் பண்ணிகிட்டே இருக்கும்போது அது என்னாகும், ஃபுல்லாக மெல்ட் ஆகி அகெயின் என்னாகும், இது மூவ் ஆகி முடிச்சதும் ஹாட் கண்டிஷன் கூல் ஆக ஆரம்பிக்கும் போது அகெயின் இட் பிகம் அ மெட்டல். அப்போது அந்த மால்டன் ஸ்டேட்லேருந்து மெட்டலாக மாறும்போது அந்த இம்பியூரிட்டிஸ்லாம் ரிமூவ் ஆகி அந்த செட் ஆகிறது வந்து எதாக இருக்கும், கொஞ்சம் பியூர் ஃபார்மில் இருக்கும். ஸோ திஸ் மெத்தட் இஸ் கால்ட் as a zone refining process. ஸோ பகுதியாக என்ன செஞ்சுட்டு போகிறது, இம்பியூர் மெட்டல் பாரை பியூர் ஃபார்முக்கு மாற்றுறது தான் என்னென்னு சொல்கிறோம், zone refining process. Mainly the superconducting materials, semiconducting materials, not superconducting, semiconducting materials are used by refined by using this zone refining process. So the basic thing behind this zone refining is the fractional crystallization method. The next one is the vapor phase method. This method is also adopted for refining of the crude metal. So under this we are going to study about the 2 examples given in our book. The first one is the Mons process and the second one is the Van Arkel process. So both are comes under the category of vapor phase method for the refining of crude metal. The first one is the Mons process. The Mons process is suitable for the extraction of nickel. Nickel is extracted by the Mons process. அது சமயத்தில் objectivesல கேட்பாங்க. So which method is adopted for nickel கேட்கலாம் இல்லை Mons process is adopted for which metal. So இந்த மாதிரி objectivesலாம் கேட்குற question தான். So Mons process is adopted for the refining of nickel. So the impure nickel is taken. It is reacted with carbon monoxide at the temperature of 350 Kelvin. It forms nickel tetracarbonyl compound. It forms nickel tetracarbonyl. So in this nickel tetracarbonyl, again it is heated to the temperature of, திரும்ப temperature நம்ம ரைஸ் பண்ணுறோம் அந்த காம்பவுண்டில் 460 கெல்வினுக்கு ரைஸ் பண்ணும்போது இந்த நிக்கல் கார்போனைலில் ஃபார்ம் ஆகிற பாண்டு பிரேக் ஆகும். தெர்மல் டீகம்போசிஷன் இஸ் டேக்கன் பிளேஸ். அது பேர் பாண்டு பிரேக் ஆகி நிக்கல் தனியாக கார்பன் மோனாக்சைடு தனியாக வெளியே வந்துடும். இது மாதிரி இம்பியூர் நிக்கலாக நம்ம முதல்ல எடுப்போம். அப்போ இந்த இடத்துல இது ஃபார்ம் ஆகும்போது இட் ஃபார்ம் அ பியூர் நிக்கல். சரியா? ஸோ திஸ் இஸ் த எலக்ட்ரோலைட்டிக் திஸ் இஸ் த ரிஃபைனிங் மெத்தட் for the nickel that is called as a Mons process. The temperature is very very important. It is one of the book back questions also for the theory question. 2 or 3 mark questions. Sometimes they will ask in the 5 mark also as a subdivision. How nickel is extracted? So nickel is extracted by the Mons process. The impure nickel is reacted with the carbon monoxide. The temperature, both the temperatures are very important, 350 and 460 Kelvin. So nickel tetracarbonyl is formed. Then further heating, the thermal decomposition is taken place. The nickel tetracarbonyl is formed as pure nickel and the carbon monoxide. The next one, Van Arkel method. This Van Arkel method is adopted for the refining of zirconium or titanium. So both the impure metal are purified by using this Van Arkel method. Here the titanium is given in our book. Titanium is reacted with the iodine at 550 Kelvin. The temperature used is 550 Kelvin. It formed as titanium tetraiodide form. Then titanium tetraiodide further heating 1800 Kelvin. This is also the thermal decomposition. The pure titanium is get with the evaluation of iodine gas. So here it is a impure metal and here it is a pure titanium. This method is called as a Van Arkel method. So these two methods are comes under the category of vapor phase method. So both are important naming questions. Mons process, Van Arkel method, likewise they will use to ask in our board exam. So with the equation and with the temperature. Temperatures is very very important. For the Mons process 350 Kelvin and the 460. For Van Arkel method it is suitable for zirconium and the titanium 550 Kelvin and 1800 Kelvin. So these are the some of the refining of crude metal. In our book they given us distillation, liquefaction, electrolytic refining, zone refining and the vapor phase method. So in this zone refining, vapor phase method are very very important questions, repeatedly asked question in our board exam. So that's all about the refining of crude metal. So in this metallurgy we studied, it involved 3 major steps. First one, concentration of ores, already we studied. Second one, extraction of crude metal, and the third one, refining of crude metal. So in this session we studied about this refining of crude metal by using this 5 methods. 5 things are given in our book. So we should thoroughly study these 5 things with our equation and the temperature. The next one, application of metal. So finally they give some application of some of their metals are given. So many metals are there. So selectively they given 5 metal for the applications. All these are very very well known metals only. Aluminium, zinc, iron, copper, gold. So you can say some of the uses in our own without knowing, without seeing our book. So aluminium. So from the ancient time itself we use the aluminium as a cooking vessel. So it is a very old metal. It is used in the so far days for the cooking process, and aluminium foils is also there. So it is a most important metal or most used metal also. Then zinc. Zinc is also, it is used in the galvanizing process for the sheet. அதுக்கப்புறம் வேற எதுக்கு யூஸ் பண்ணலாம்? Cosmetics, zinc carbonate, calamine, lactocalamine, the cosmeticsலாம் zinc compounds தான் யூஸ் பண்ணுறோம். I mean skin ointment, அதுக்கு இதை யூஸ் பண்ணலாம். At iron, iron பத்தி எல்லாருக்கும் நல்லா தெரியும், இரும்பு கம்பி. For the construction, for all the things we use the iron. Construction process, so many things, wood, furniture, for all the things we can use the iron. Then copper, copper vessels, copper wire, the alloys of copper, bronze, all the things are very very important. Then gold, mainly for the ornamental or jewelry preparation, and sometimes medicines also this gold is used as a leaf of gold. So many important things are given as this 5 metals. In our book also 3 or 4 points are given under each metal. So just we go through this. So 1 or 2 is the book back question, uses of this metal. So we can go through the uses of our applications of metal under this. So that's all today's class, students. So next we can see in our next topic. Okay, thank you.